like
yeah. Sound with sound effects. Yeah. Like the shit when you're DJ, like the samples. Yeah, just have like your own DJ tags on it.
Like how they have.
Yeah.
Facts. Nah, there's a lot of podcasts that be having those, and I don't know why we haven't. Like, we have the equipment to do that shit too. Like, it's not even like that big of a deal.
Make it a little more entertaining too.
We just, and if we do it, we're gonna do just a bunch of like EDM ad libs, like damn son, like shit like that. That's what we gotta do, for sure.
When you guys started out DJing, did you guys ever get one of those like DJ tools made for you where like it says your name, like introduces you, like this is the sounds of DJ? Yeah, there you go, like those tags, like or sometimes I don't know how they do it. They get certain celebrities to like say introduce like your actual name, like through these.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, do you want to go over here? More closer to the mic. There you go.
So it's funny actually. I went to a certain event. I'm not gonna be too specific, but this DJ had a tag in his mixes. It was kind of funny actually, because like you don't hear it in like EDM, so
yeah.
It's kind of like,
it's strange when like I'll go to like just a regular like hip hop club or something, and then I'll hear tags nonstop, or they just add random ass shit in their mixes, and I'm just like, I forget people do this shit. But like I'm not gonna lie, I remember some DJs because of that, because they add some shit. Yeah, I'm like, damn, I wonder who that DJ that was just dropping this sound. And now, like, if I ever hear it, I'm like, oh, this is probably that DJ, you know? Like, I understand why they would do it, you know?
doing some, like, extra, like...
Stupid extra.
And they'll do it more than they should.
But, you know what I noticed, like, they do it for? Like, they do it to, like, clean up their transitions and shit like that. Like, when they're... Notice when they're dropping it, it's because there's like a soft spot in their transition, or like you'll notice it if it's just like no tags or anything like that, or they'll play the siren, bro. That's the number one like transition gap in the world, bro, is using that siren. And like
I know some club DJs that have a sub bass drop like as one of their samples, like doom.
I heard that.
Yeah, so every time after the chorus, after that 8 is over, they're like doom. Yeah. So no, for sure, like a lot of people. A lot of DJs, and for sure, that's one thing I wish, like Pioneer can incorporate, and like CDJs maybe is like maybe some sort of data where we could have a folder where it's like, I mean, I guess we'd have to just like get a folder, right? Make a folder and then just like put it where it's like, all right, this is our own sound effects. Yeah, but Serato does a great job where like a lot of times Serato has integrated mixers and controllers where they have pads for that shit. Yeah. So I think that's real cool. I mean, that's something that's really stick out with me throughout the years seeing DJs is them using unique samples.
It's crazy. Tags. We were just talking about it earlier, but the first time I heard those was in fucking Virtual DJ. Like when they had like the push. They had the siren. They had like a whole bunch of other crap. Or everybody clap your hand, like clap. Yeah,
put your hands up in the air. Yeah, you already know. Hey, which one's your guys' favorite? That one. Put your hands up in the air.
Yeah.
That's a Modelo sip right there.
No, that's yeah. I'd have to say that, or the fucking siren. That's like classic.
The siren.
It's just classic.
Kind of like hype.
Yeah.
You know, my least favorite one was "You Got to Pump It Up." I don't know. I didn't like the tone on that one. I don't know.
Like, where would you? I mean, that's like more like wedding vibes. I think. Like if that.
You got to pump it up. I don't know. I just didn't really like the way the key was in the vocals and that. I don't know. I think it's just the key. That's it. That shit's it.
I fucked with the backspin.
Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
Do it. Hell yeah.
The siren, bro. Nah, bro. Like, dude, I remember I always used the shit out of that into my first virtual DJ mixes. I thought it was doing something.
You were doing something.
Flanger, bro. I was using the shit out of Flanger too. Yeah, I remember that was like one of the first sound effects as a DJ. I guess I would say overused. Like I think I was using it a little too much. Flanger. And then later I would like properly use effects like echo and delay to transition and stuff like that. But
yeah.
Would you guys want to hear like specifically like DJ tags and maybe more of like those in EDM? Nah. I don't think so either.
When I heard it at that event, it just seemed a little corny. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like not like a whatever DJ. He was kind of big, so it was just kind of funny hearing it in the songs. And you don't really listen to it until my homie told me like, "Hey, like he has a tag." And I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck?
So okay, all right. So like, what do you think about the whole damn hall? That's a tag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think if you use it right, it might be cool. But I don't want like people using it as transitions and
At
shit
that
like
point, I
that.
wouldn't even put it as a tag. I would just put it as like in a song.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel you.
you know, just the lyric or whatever. So I don't know.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But hey, bro, thanks for coming through.
Yeah.
We got the homeboy. Can how do you say? All right, you gotta tell me how to say it.
Can I try it first? Can I guess how you say it? Kaneki.
No.
Damn. I tried it, bro.
Yeah,
I tried it.
It's better than you.
I was about to fuck it up, so go ahead. You let everyone know.
Technically, it's pronounced Kaneki.
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 There you
but
go.
People go up to me and they're like Kaneki. I mean, it's
Kaneki.
still cool. It's not that bad.
So is that like the most mispronounced way people say your name? Kaneki.
They've been going up to me like Kaneki and like it still sounds good, but technically it's Kaneki.
Kaneki. Well, here we could settle that like the way your name sounds. Right here in Lizard Temple, that's how you say his name, Kaneki.
Kaneki. So, all right, I'm guessing you're influenced by Naruto or anime, some type of anime.
Yeah, it's called Tokyo Ghoul. So
There you go,
like,
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, so it was just the anime that really stuck with me, and I even got it tatted right here. So it was just like, hey, like that's my DJ name, you know, that's my alter ego. So.
I feel it. I feel it. So, you said Tokyo Ghoul, right? All right. So, what about that show? Like, really just drew you into it and was like, all right, this is kind of what I want my producer DJ image to be like.
I think just because like if you've seen it, like it's like this like it starts off he's like a really good kid type thing, and then he comes across this like girl and she's like this. They're called ghouls. I guess like a vampire in a sense. And she tries to kill him. She dies and. All her parts of her organs and shit go into him because he was in the accident too, and then he becomes turning into this like evil guy, and now he's the bad guy. So I feel like I could relate, like you know, I feel like we all can relate. We're all like innocent, and at some point we become like bad.
Tell me about it. Fuck.
Yeah, so I mean that's how I related, and I was like, hell yeah.
Well, what stage would you say you're in, relating to that?
That's a good question. Damn.
Are you in the good stage, or have you fully turned Spider-Man 3 symbiote type shit? You know?
No, I think I passed like the bad stage. I'm kind of just like in like the good stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think earlier in my years, I think I was like in that evil villain.
Your villain phase. Nah, I feel it, bro. This is your redemption arc right here, dog. That's what we're in right now. I feel it. Nah, I definitely feel that. So, all right. And what made you get into production specifically before, or was it DJing first?
It was production first.
Production
so
first.
Even before I started like DJing, like back in the day, I would do like hip hop beats.
Gotcha.
And you know, I didn't really have friends that did it. It was just me like trying to do it, and I got inspired by like speaker knockers. There's a whole bunch of like producers, and I was just like, oh, let's do this. But it's hard when you don't have like-minded people like surrounded.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And you're just trying to kind of do it yourself, and it's very hard. So I gave that up. I gave up all my equipment. Fast forward till I've been doing this a year now.
Okay.
The whole DJ thing. I met Nova came through two of my friends, Danny and Rose, and I mean, he introduced me to the whole electric jungle.
Yeah.
You know, I followed the movement. I really liked what he was doing. I was like, bro, like when I saw him DJ, like I was like, bro, this guy is it. You know what I mean? Like you can see his like presence, like when he performs on stage and everything. And I was like, bro, I'm on board. Like I'll help you promote. And then eventually I started into DJing, and then that's when the producing came back in.
Okay.
Like, I have experience, and I just got to put it into EDM.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's so many DJs around in the whole electric jungle, so it just came natural. Like we just feed off each other. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you started production the first time, what DAW were you using? Like FL?
Yeah.
Okay, do you still use FL now?
Yeah.
For sure.
So I bought it back in the day, and I was like, and then I started getting into EDM, like the whole tech house thing, and then I was like, wait a minute, I have FL. Like I already bought it. That shit was like what, 500-600, whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not like gonna buy another one. Like I said,
Yeah, no, you don't have to.
Like, bro, I better have the like password memorized. If not, I'm screwed. You know what I mean?
Damn,
I have
bro.
to pay like 500-600 again.
I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if I didn't.
I typed it in and it went in. I was like, oh my god, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. So, what made you say tech house?
That's a good question, honestly.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when like starting in EDM, for me at least, listening to it, I got into it because it just had a bunch of weird shit, like a weird music going on. And then I got later on in life is when I started realizing like, oh, tech house it's a vibe. Like I understand like why people go out and just enjoy tech house music because it's like upbeat. Like I'm not here to be sad. I'm not nothing. We're just here to vibe, party, chill out, and have fun.
I think what really stood out for me, like, well, you can hear the different sounds in each like genre.
For sure.
But like tech house, it was like I really love the hi hats, like this, and then just like I think that's very predominant in like that genre versus like other like bass house and whatever.
For sure.
Bass house has the and then like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So tech house, I really love the hi hats. So that just really like stood out to me. I was like, bro, this sounds sick.
No, you're definitely right. Especially with percussions in tech house, like it's just they're the more dominant part of the tracks.
Exactly.
So how you choose to like put in your hi hats definitely affected.
Yeah, I really love that. So that's pretty much where it stems from.
And then a little earlier too, you said you were like diving into techno.
Techno, yeah. So I like it, but I wouldn't say I would do like. That would be my main thing, you know what I mean? I like to dabble in it. It's a vibe, but I always go back to tech house, you know what I mean?
Is the techno like just something new that's been going on recently?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the wave.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like it,
yeah, for sure.
So.
That's what I've been noticing. Starting off like the tail end of like last year, like is when I started hearing a lot more techno. Techno's the wave. Techno's the wave. And then the beginning of this year, just a whole bunch of like underground techno shows, like Underwear and Lick and Dip are going off. Techno, like that's just a thing right now. I want to say it's just like a thing though, like in California. I don't know about other areas if like they're I don't want to say just California, but like predominantly we're seeing that type of movement out here.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's dope. It's definitely a vibe. It's like warehouse vibes, just like grunge.
That's what it is. Where I think the whole like, I think if you've been in EDM for a while and you've been going to these festivals, I think everyone just got to the point where it's just like like it's just too much. Like there's just a lot. And with warehouse raves, it's just more get to the point. Like we just here, we grimy dirt, like we sweating, like it's there you go. Feral as fuck. Hell yeah.
People want to be up to like 5 till sunrise, bro. Just listening to techno. Yeah.
What's the latest you've been out and about like that? You've been feral.
Like honestly, I'm an old man. Honestly, I'm like so I'm just an old man, but like I stayed up like till 7, 8.
7, 8.
Yeah, but like
good hours.
Rare, bro. I
feel
can't
it.
do that.
But you're not that kind of person that stays feral for like 2-3 days. Because I've met those people where they go. Well, it starts off like that, right? They're at a party, then the party. Oh, we're going to after party, and then it's like, oh wait, hold up, like I ain't done yet. I ain't trying to go home. Oh fuck it, I'll call off work. Fuck it, I got days off. Like I can't. And so, no, there's definitely people out there that they own that lifestyle, bro. Like it's where's it at? Every time, it don't matter, bro. Like no sleep.
Right, bro.
And I feel you on that too. Where like as you get older, I think I'm with you, bro. I appreciate sleep, like a lot more. I mean, especially like when we've been like when you're like in the music space like this, and especially me, like 'cause I've been DJing for a while and doing a lot of late nights. I'm like, damn, like I didn't realize like how much my body has taken from not like sleeping a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel it sometimes. Like now, I'm like, damn, like I could have like if I wasn't going out doing a lot of these parties when I was younger, I think I would have just been like going home much more earlier and like
wasting the energy, bro. That's what you gotta think about
honestly,
it, bro.
Sometimes it's like that, but I mean, like, there's this one guy. His name's Johnny. Shout out Johnny. He's in our group, bro. He's like 50 and he's still partying. So it's like it's got to be in you. Like you got to love the music too. You know what I mean? It's not even about like. Well, I love it too, but just
but is he going like, all night?
Yes, bro. He's crazy.
Okay. That's a different breed.
I was like, bro,
that's a different breed.
I want to be you when I grow up. I'm like, yeah, like I just be missing my bed. I'm like, bro, I want to be in bed.
Same.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like to party, but you know, I gotta call it quits at some point.
Bro, like I'm at the point in my life where like something really has to be dope as fuck for me to even just go out. Cause like I'd rather be in here working on some shit. Like
Right.
if anything,
That too.
so like yeah, it really got to entice me. But also, I think I'm just getting to the age where it's like if I go out, the next day I'm gonna feel that. Yeah, I'm gonna feel that shit. Like, and
real.
it sucks. But at the same time, I know I don't think I'm gonna have the energy I have right now for much longer. Like, so.
I mean, we're still young, bro. So I mean, you know.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
30. Really? Damn,
yeah.
you look younger than 32.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I get that all the time, bro. They think I'm like 24, 25, 26, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gauging.
Yeah.
That.
So like definitely, like my whole mentality is like, oh, I want to go to bed. Like that's my old age speaking.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
I think so. That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to any of that. Like I said, I'm already feeling that shit. So it's like anytime someone's like, let's go out and do something, I'm like, all right, like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this for much longer, so let's go.
Yeah. Like I'm always down to do stuff. Like if people invite me, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I always like to take my own car because like if I'm going with other people and they like to party, I'm gonna be like there just like like are you guys ready to go? Like you know what I mean?
No, we're not ready to go, bro.
Ready? I was like
the homie's about to drop the bag. What you mean? What?
Yeah, so I'm just like if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna take my own car because I can leave when I want.
Bro, I still gotta play. What you mean? I still gotta play after party.
I mean, unless I DJ at like 4 a.m, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay. Like I'll make the best out of it.
You know that for some reason that reminds me of me being at an after party and I remember seeing this one guy that like wanted to hop on the decks like the whole night. He never got to.
What?
Like he just like stayed at like right by the decks and like someone kept telling him like, oh, you're about to hop on right now.
And he never hopped on?
Nah, well the time like I was there for like maybe an hour and a half and he was there by the controller for a minute and I was like, yeah, bro, like I don't think this guy's ever gonna get on. I think they're just stalling this guy. I think someone was telling me like, yeah, I don't think this guy's like. I don't think people wanted him to play, so they were like, yeah, you're gonna play right now. Homeboy just needs to play. Like some other person's got to come and play. And I think also too, it's just like the urge to DJ. Like it's be crazy. Like you know, sometimes it's like, yeah, I just want to DJ or just be up late at night. Like it's I don't know. Like I think for me, like going past 5, 6 a.m. like at after party, for me, I'm like okay, like at this point, like what else do I need to be doing here? I guess like. Do I need a DJ a little more? Like
party a little more.
Is there any leads that's been happening?
You're like I already. I'm done.
Dude, if you don't got sick hours, fuck you, dude. Like you gotta suck it up. I've done that, bro. I've done that where I've DJed late at night and then I had to go to work the next morning. That's the worst.
Bro,
that's the mad worst, bro.
Man. I think that's why, like for me, I tend to go home early or. Because I think about work the next day. Well, if I have work the next day. But even then, I just like you know, I just want to go home and actually get some rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's the grind, though. Like
that's the grind. Yeah.
That's the grind. Like I gotta be out DJing.
Yeah.
And I gotta be up.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'd rather be doing that though. So it's cool. It makes it worth it.
So you don't really prefer closing sets, like preferably, right? Like you rather just do like the 10, 11, like.
No, I'll take anything.
Oh, okay.
But in terms, like, if I'm not DJ, I'm saying, like, if I'm just at a event and it's like it's getting late, I'm just like, my back kind of hurts. Like, you know, I want to get some food and call it night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I feel you. Like before In-N-Out closes and shit like that.
No,
like
the Glizzy ladies, bro.
Oh, word. No.
You know,
how long do they stay out?
Because
4.
Really?
I think they're gone like at 4 for sure.
Because like when you get out the club, they're there, bro. They're there.
Yeah, it seems like they just got there too. I'm like, damn, look like you just like I've literally seen hot dog ladies get out of van and like start setting up.
You seen it?
I think at Academy. I was at Academy and I'd seen them get out of a van and start setting up.
What?
Yeah, I got one. It was good.
yeah,
for sure. And I've always wondered, like, dude, how long are they? I mean, they gotta be smart about it, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, like maybe 3:34. There's not watching. Who knows in LA? Aren't there some establishments now that are going to 4?
In Hollywood, you could go.
Academy goes till 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now
4?
Yeah.
Damn.
Academy goes till 3, I think. Or I'm sorry, Avalon. One of them go to 3.
Probably
Avalon. Yeah, Avalon.
I think it's Avalon.
Exchange.
Yeah.
Avalon
No,
Exchange.
it's Avalon. I think it's
get
Avalon.
the two mixed up.
Yeah.
They're very similar.
Because I mean, the last time I went to Academy, it was probably like I want to say it was 2. Yeah, so
And
it had to be Avalon.
there's the other one too that for some odd reason they have it at 19 and over. Like you have to, it's not 18.
19?
Yeah, 19. I
Yeah,
think
the
that's Avalon.
Avalon
That's
is 19.
weird. What?
Yeah, 19
I've
and
never
over.
heard
Always,
that.
yeah, it's always been like it's so
Never heard
stupid
that.
too. Even when
It's
I was
weird.
younger, I always wanted to go to shows, and they're like, "No, you got to be 19."
What?
I'm like, "Bro, what?"
I've
That's
never
crazy,
heard that,
bro.
bro. What?
Yeah,
different.
I didn't realize
Why is that? You
I
know?
don't know. No
I mean,
fucking
shit.
idea.
I guess there's a significance to.
There's a difference between 18 and 19.
yeah.
No, there is. I think there is. I think there's a difference between 18 and 19.
I guess.
They got a whole year to be an adult. You feel me? Like you got
yeah,
a whole.
fresh out of high school.
Yeah,
versus,
we don't
like-
want no fresh out of high school. You feel me? Like that's not what we want.
That's true. They're probably like, oh, they're gonna get like fucked up or something.
Yeah, it's reckless.
Well,
as
let me
fuck.
ask you guys this. Well, are you from the IE?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you remember when they used to do the Gotham? Like
Yeah, I went to
all
Gotham.
ages. Yeah, all
Yeah.
ages, bro.
Bro, that was so
That's
lit.
you know, now that I think
That
about
was kind
it,
of sketchy.
predatory
like,
as
looking
fuck,
back,
bro.
no,
Now that I
it
think about
it was
it,
bad as fuck.
sketchy.
no, dude, like I
No,
was.
let's not talk about it because I don't want to like. I in my head I still think it's Gotham, and you feel me? Let's not go down that.
No, but it is Gotham. But I always thought about like, damn, I was in middle school.
That's when you
Like, so
started going?
no, I never actually
Oh.
got to go, bro. Like
Oh,
my
you
parents
never
were
went?
strict. My parents were strict. And, like,
Oh, damn.
yeah, they didn't really want me going out late at night.
Yeah.
So those kinds of. I mean, I couldn't even imagine my parents dropping me off. Like,
Bro, I
That's
see
some
that
shit like
all
that.
the time. Like parents would drop off their kids, they're like 15, 16.
God.
I'm like,
damn,
what?
bro.
And you would see like people passed out right before they get in, like drinking Four Locos, bro. Like I remember that.
Yeah.
Hot
crazy.
dogs and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
That was there used to be no, that wasn't just Gotham, bro. There used to be a lot of shows, matinee,
Cloud9.
Ravers Ballroom, and Electricistic.
Cloud9.
No, dude, this was a thing like in the electronic music space, electronic music space, like for a
Yeah.
while in SoCal.
Yeah.
I can't really speak about other regions, but I can't believe that was a thing, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I mean, there's also all
How
ages
did they get
festivals.
away with that, bro? That's crazy.
I mean, Coachella's all ages, right?
Oh, that's right.
So
You're
I mean,
right, you're right.
it's just a matter of fact of what kind of audience you want to bring in that. But I think about it now, I'm like, damn, like that was a thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people were going and packing the.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I just remember.
They were
looking.
throwing flyers at our high school, dog, and middle school. Like, what's going on?
And, you know, in the middle school that I was going at, it was right next to a high school. So I was always seeing flyers on the floor, like, bro, what the fuck? They're marketing it to these middle schoolers.
Damn, they do it on purpose, huh?
And
For
but I
sure,
remember
yeah.
going to the mall like on the weekends and like hearing about, because I remember like meeting up with other middle schoolers. And they'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to go too, like to Gotham. And like,
What?
yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Well, look, dude, I was a shuffler in middle school.
Yeah.
And that was like, I guess, like I would say the only actual location, like commercial wise,
Where you
like
could
people would
shuffle.
go and like, yeah, because many people were like going there to shuffle battle. I was trying to like,
Yeah.
bro, I was really confident to where I was like, dude, I want to go because people were betting like
Yeah, yeah.
shuffle battles. I was like, dude, I'm
Oh,
down.
damn.
Yeah, like I was like, low-key trying to hustle. I was like, dude, I'm down to shuffle battle these fools for some money.
Yeah.
That was like my mindset when going to these shows because I was
Yeah.
like a big shuffler, but
It wasn't even about partying. It was just like shuffling. mostly.
no, yeah, I swear to God, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was shuffling battling at the mall, bro. I was going to
What?
Club Matinee. I was like, dude, this DJ got the beats for me to shuffle. Like,
That's dope.
yeah,
That's
and
dope.
that was my
Yeah.
mindset for sure. It wasn't really like DJing at that point. That was my
That's true,
introduction to
though.
dance music, just shuffling.
Yeah.
Like my first expression for dance music.
Okay.
What about you guys? Maybe not like dancing like that, but like your guys' first expression of like, okay, like I really enjoy like this kind of music.
Fuck. What's that one YouTube? UFK or
Like, oh, the UFK bass, the
UFK
drumming bass.
I think it's
It's like it looks like a woofer.
yeah.
And that woofer
That
image.
was my introduction to like dubstep and like drum and
yeah?
bass and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, for sure.
I know
was a
many
YouTube kid.
people's introductions, like back in the day, was DJ Blend.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
for
this DJ is playing like dope beats, dope
Yeah.
electronic beats type shit, and like he do all these party mixes.
Yeah, I think for me, I think it was I got into Gotham first, and then I heard of DJ Blend.
Oh, okay.
I think so, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I got into Gotham just like through some friends. I didn't even like listen to that kind of music. And then I got into it and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then you got into like the whole like fashion of it. Like back in the day, it was like suspenders. You had the candy. Yeah, like the colorful pants, the
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just like, and then you had the big ass hair.
I'm
with
about to
like-
say, did you do the big
Yeah,
hair
I did,
too?
I did.
The
With
spiky
blonde-
hair.
with the blonde
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you did the whole
I
blonde
did all
streak
that,
and the
yeah,
tail.
because it was like a thing.
Nah, me too.
No, it was a thing. It was a
I had the white
Yeah.
Vans, the color skinny. Oh, I'm saying too much. I used to jerk,
Say too
but I used
much.
to jerk too, so that didn't blow
Oh,
influence.
okay. It's
That's
kind
dope.
of similar, like
Yeah, no.
style wise, yeah.
I mean, it was that era.
Yeah,
it was just that era.
Yeah. And it was
and-
fun. It was definitely fun.
Yeah, no, it's a chapter.
It was a wild, bro. Looking back at that, what the fuck were we doing? Like we were just.
When I was shuffling, that was my form of peacocking back then, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
That's how you showed people what was up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I can do, man. What's up?
I swear, bro. Yeah, suck a fish, homie. Like I swear, that was my way of like letting people know, like, yeah, I know some shit. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm part of that era right there.
Yeah.
Moon boy, haha.
Oh yeah, Moonboy.
Yeah.
forgot about
Hardstyle, like show tech.
Yeah.
That was like my first introduction to a dance music genre, like hardstyle.
Hardstyle show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard.
Fuck the system.
Yeah,
FTS.
yeah.
One of my
We had
first
the
dance
big
music.
pants, bro.
The
Like
big
this-
pants. I never got that serious.
Let's
like
bring those
that.
back.
Yeah.
I want those to
Those
come
are kind of
back.
hard.
You think?
like
I think they'll come
Yeah,
back.
you guys like those. You guys
I
like
think they'll
those?
come back for
those
sure.
hard.
I
Bro,
never
when they
rocked
started
those, but-
shuffling and shit, and then like started
It
doing
just looks
dancing.
like they're gliding.
Yeah,
Like, that's
exactly.
the whole
Floating.
effect. Yeah, it was cool.
Nah, it's gonna come
It's cool.
back. It's gonna. Come
Think
back.
so?
I say, well, we're getting back into techno,
Yeah.
so I say give it like. By the end of the year, we're gonna see motherfuckers wearing those. I say.
Well, I think fashion in general, like
always
I
comes back,
think it
yeah.
always just like there's always that phase where I like the way the '90s looked or 2000s looked, and
Yeah.
they always dig into the
And
culture.
that was
of
what
yeah.
90s. I want to say like like that where that style comes from is like tectonic 90s type of
90s,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Tectonic, yeah. Remember
yeah.
Tectonic with the dance with the.
I had
the
friends that
dance?
did that. I never got into that.
Nah,
Yeah,
you never
I just
shuffled or
feel
anything like
I
that.
shuffled,
Oh yeah, were you part of a
I
crew? Like was it that serious for you? It was like that for me.
Was I in a crew? No, I just had like homies, but I wasn't like in a crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never ditched school to like shuffle battle?
Nah, not like
Alright,
that.
alright,
not
for
like
sure.
that.
No,
Well, I was
that
older,
was
so I was
me.
probably like after you. So I was like out of school at that time when
yeah.
I started shuffling.
No, I don't know
He
why I
was
took
like-
it that serious.
It was that serious, bro. We were in middle school. It's that serious in middle school.
Yeah,
No, for
every
sure,
day I'm
bro.
shuffling,
No, I
bro.
had to show those fools, bro. Like they just kept saying shit about me during gym, man. Like, yeah, bro. Those were around the time I had my white Vans on.
Shit.
Nah, no one could stop me with my white Vans on,
Bro, I
bro.
wasn't even fighting back then. It was just shuffle battle.
Nah, dude, literally, and jerking. So
And
I was
jerking.
able to incorporate like jerking
Oh,
and
so you
my
did
shuffling.
both.
Yeah,
You did
bro.
both.
So I was pin dropping and then hitting the.
I actually
Running
seen
Man.
back in the day they would like shuffle and then incorporate some jerk moves into shuffling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was a thing. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like it kind of
Yeah.
went with it, you know.
Yeah.
It was pretty hard.
It was a wave for a while. Like the whole Malaysian shuffling
Yeah.
and like all that shit was like a wave for good almost like 2 years or so, bro. Like Melbourne bounce and all that shit was coming through.
Maybe a little bit
Shuffling.
longer. I want to say a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe definitely for sure. I just
Yeah.
remember always like seeing videos on new people posting videos on YouTube of them shuffling or like a whole like two crews shuffling against each other and shit like that.
I used to watch YouTube videos like religiously on like crews battling each other. Like, it was dope. And I'd be watching their moves. I'm like, oh, I want to learn that. I'm gonna try that in the club. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty
But
sure
yeah.
we've all came across the same video.
Yeah, of course,
Like
of course.
BGK versus some other
Yeah.
fucking shuffle crew and shit like that.
Exactly.
I mean, we're talking about eating videos like that. Have you ever came across that Buddy Mask doing light shows? Yeah. So I mean, back in the day too, not even shuffling battles. I remember gloving battles used to be a big thing where it would be
Yeah.
2-on-2.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Or
deep.
I
I never
remember-
actually seen that.
I remember seeing a lot of clips like at 420, Monster Massive, like the much more
I
like
remember that.
yeah, I remember those like shows. I mean, the videos didn't look that great. I mean, this is like 07,
Yeah, it was like
06.
it, yeah.
But I remember seeing a lot of those videos when it wasn't shuffling, a lot of gloving, like with
Yeah.
that Buddy Mask dude.
Oh.
And I remember I seen a lot of the collaboration with two people, like they do like the whole
That's true.
play.
Now I remember
Yeah, I don't
that.
know. I used to think that like the gloving was hella tight. I remember buying a pair of those and trying
Really?
practicing, and that shit's harder than it looks.
It's
I
hard,
think it's
hard.
really dope. Like that whole art form or whatever. It's really cool, right? But how do you make a living doing that? Or can you?
So I've seen a picture of someone. I seen a picture of someone saying they posted me every time someone asks for a light show and it shows a tip screen. So I mean, you can freelance it.
Yeah,
You can freelance it.
yeah.
It's a freelancing business. If you want to make some money,
business.
nah, there's no companies hiring glovers, bro. That's a freelancing business. Like you gotta be unique, and people want a light show.
You basically do it for the free drugs, then, right? Is that what it is? I don't know how, like, why else?
Or just the satisfaction. I'm like, hey, this guy's rolling balls. I'm gonna trip him out.
That makes sense.
You know
That makes sense.
It's like a satisfaction thing. Like, hey, I fucking.
It's like the
tripped him
power
out.
to make someone trip the
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
out. No, I feel
Yeah,
you.
because I had homies that did it. So I mean, I think that's what it was.
I've told you right about when I was in middle school. I had a guy in my soccer team who used to hang out with his older brother that raved a lot.
You told me.
And
Fucking crazy.
let me tell you the story, bro, where I was in a soccer team with some dude. He was our best leading scorer, bro. So I guess I can't really complain, but he'd always come show up to practice, showing us what his big brother like gave him like to like pop. Because he'd always go to Gotham City with his older brother and he'd be like, yeah, bro, I just took this Pokeball and like this shit, like it makes me feel like this. I'm like, and he shuffled too, and he'd get down during practice. I'm like, damn, bro, like you're hella good.
He was 12.
And this he left, yeah, bro, we're in middle school. Yeah,
Where is he now, bro?
I don't know,
Bro,
but dude,
brain must be
I
fried,
remember one time he came from Gotham to an 8 a.m. soccer game.
What?
He came to a straight, or not straight from Gotham, realistically, but he came from an after party.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone to sleep. He came to an 8 o'clock morning game.
He's still
Like,
rolling balls?
bro, he took a pill before the game. And you know what happened, bro?
He passed out.
He scored 5.
What
Hey, and we won.
the hell?
We won, bro.
Did you guys like carry him like, hey?
Dude, he played like he usually played, and at the end, like it wasn't really noticeable because when you play soccer and you're tired, like you're just drawn out.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of like already through that. He was in that stage now, like
And no one thinks a 12-year-old is fucking on.
You're
pills,
energetic.
dog.
You're just energetic. Like okay, you got down.
bro.
I mean, he was the leading scorer, but that was like my first introduction too of like
That's
I
like
guess
steroids, bro.
like the drugs and shit to that. No, dude, that shit. I think about that person, bro, because he would kind of practice and like there'd be times where I think he'd have like a water bottle, but it'd be like vodka in the water bottle.
Oh.
Yeah, he was one of those people. He'd go to school with like a bottle and he'd be like, he's one of those people. Yeah, but
I hope you're doing all right, bro.
Yeah, I was like, where's he at now, bro?
you're the leading. I mean,
hope he's
dude,
successful.
I mean, no one really told him shit. Coach never told him shit. He
Let's
did
get
his
you on the
drills.
pod, dog. How you been?
Nah, but that's like, yeah, bro. I remember like at least like SoCal wise, I remember like people like shuffling, taking like the Pokeballs. You guys ever heard the word this? Like I remember that term being thrown out a lot. Basically like just like pills, right? Like,
yeah.
Nah, the fire party cruise, bro. I remember like party cruise was a thing in SoCal. People would be throwing the dude. That shit's all.
It was fun, bro. It was like the whole leather jacket era too.
Leather jacket.
Thing,
Oh yeah,
bro.
this is like the men like on the time like in that party scene would do the whole blow up, right? And the fade, the blonde streak.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, we're getting haircuts every week.
Yeah, we're staying fresh, bro. Yeah, for sure.
It was an era. Speaking about that time, so during that era, were you like even like an idea of DJing at all, or were you just partying,
no, bro? I was just partying, bro. I never thought I would be a DJ. Like it just happened. Yeah. What about you? Did you ever think like you'd be a DJ, like or wanted to be a DJ?
But I started DJing when I was a freshman in high school.
Oh yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been doing it for a minute. And,
Yeah.
I started just doing like hip hop events and stuff like that. Like that's all I was doing, house parties and shit like that.
So you know how to mix like a whole bunch of genres, like every genre?
I could do it. I
Damn.
do it all, bro. I've done quinceañeras, weddings,
What?
all of it. Do I want to do it now? Definitely not. Like that's not where I see myself DJing. That's not
do
what
like
I want.
quinceañeras, bro, because they be asking like, "Hey, play some Bad
Like,
Bunny."
too
I'm
demanding?
Like, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, that's annoying. Like I
It
had that
is.
happen. Like I volunteered to like do one of it was like a Sweet 16 or something like that. And like people went up to me and they asked for a song request, and I just had like EDM tracks, and I was like, I'm not that kind of DJ, because I just did it for a favor.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, I was like, bro, I cannot picture myself doing like quinceañeras or nothing like that. Like,
By chance, like, did you even think about like, the context of the party? Like, did you just think that okay, like they're just gonna fuck with the EDM that I got? Or,
No, because like he told me, he's like, hey, like just come DJ. I want you to play this, like, and he knows what I DJ.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like, okay, I played it, and then obviously people there are expecting like quinceañera vibes, like
Sweet Six,
like yeah, you gotta play some like reggaeton, you gotta play some like
I got remixes.
yeah,
I got
like,
house remixes.
like rock en español, like all that.
Yeah,
You know what
all
I
of
mean?
it, bro.
All that, like,
All
bro.
of it.
I'm not that DJ. I low key like after they requested a song, I was like, bro, I gotta go. I dead ass. I'm dead ass. I left. I was like, I cannot, bro. They're gonna want songs that I cannot play.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And then
That's
they're just
what
gonna think you're a trash DJ if you don't play it.
yeah,
And
so
you
I
don't
was just
want
like,
that.
nah.
Wait, so you
bro.
literally like just dipped out of
yeah,
that
I was like,
party?
here, bro. Like I was like, bro, just play your phone. Like at this
Oh
point.
damn, for
Yeah,
sure.
because it was just like I was just kind of over it, and we had like technical difficulties.
Oh,
So it was just that too.
like
so-
yeah, it just kind of all that added, and you were just
It
like,
just
fuck
added
it,
up.
like,
Yeah.
God
I
damn,
was
like
let me get my cake. I'm out of here. Yeah, let me grab some cake, and I was like, bro, I gotta go. But he's like,
no, bro, I've had gigs like that.
yeah,
For even when like I had gigs like, where I felt like I was prepared,
yeah.
there were sometimes requests like just be hitting you like, just sometimes these requests are out of pocket.
Bro, at that point, you gotta have like the mobile Wi-Fi. You gotta be able to.
No, that-
download
bro.
songs.
Saves lives. I've used honestly, so like if I'm gonna do like a gig like that, I'll make sure I have Wi-Fi on me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like if I'm doing a gig like that, honestly, request songs. I don't mind it because that's less work for me.
Yeah.
Like that means, all right, you want to, all right, bet I'll play it. Like, and I'm gonna play the whole fucking song. Like, all right, let's go.
I'm
Like,
gonna repeat it too.
nah,
DJ,
like-
run that back.
but like honestly, I've came across a lot of dope tracks from song requests, and like,
Yeah.
bro, if one person requests it,
You know it's a banger.
that, and I'm pretty sure another person's gonna request it at some point in
Yeah.
time.
So you're gonna
like,
have it like for future.
exactly. So it only kind of helps them. But I definitely understand if like I'm in the mode of, dude, I just want to play my shit.
I want to
like,
play what I want to play. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I definitely understand the like that.
Yeah.
So that happened to me. I ended up taking a gig late last year. Yeah,
Mhm.
late last year. It was just like a house party, but it was through like an event coordinator.
Uh-huh.
So like the event coordinator was coordinating an event for these rich people.
Oh.
And I show up and I think I'm prepared. Like I think like I got like everything. I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at like the crowd and then I'm just like,
Oh my God.
there's like little kids running around. There's like old people in their 50s and shit.
what?
And then there's a young crowd. And then I'm just like, what the fuck?
I
do
wouldn't know what to play, bro.
Yeah, I was
Those are the
lost.
challenging gigs.
That's
like that. That's
crazy.
where you like figure out as a DJ.
What you mean
exercise
out
the DJ like the blend. Like that's like the
Yeah.
when you DJing for like a same niche audience, like, it's a lot more easier versus playing a crowd where it's like okay, it's a younger crowd, older crowd. You got little kids running around.
I just
Yeah.
chose. I was like, you know what? I'm not catering to everyone. I'm gonna choose my crowd, and you guys are gonna be the ones that are turned up the whole time.
Wait, so how did that night go?
I started off
Did
playing.
you leave like homeboy?
Nah, you can't do that.
Nah, they were paying some good bread, so I was
Oh,
staying.
I didn't get paid, so I was just like, I'm
Hey,
good.
hey, we're coming for
It's
you.
like,
bro.
give my cake,
we're
I'm
coming
out.
for you, dog. We're coming for the check, dog.
Nah,
Like,
nah.
the humiliation check.
They paid really good, so I was like, all
You
right,
have to, bro. You have
let's
to show
stick
up.
this out.
Yeah.
It was,
You're DJing. You stick it out, bro. Like
I left not feeling satisfied. I left
I've been
like,
there.
damn, I don't think they want to see me DJ
I mean,
again.
you still got paid though.
Fuck yeah, I still got paid. You
I
got
mean, if I was getting paid, I'd be like, whatever, bro.
that's the only thing that kept me there, bro. I was like, if I wasn't getting paid, yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
even
That's why I can't do those events, bro. I'm just like,
Bro, the first hour and a half, they asked me to play just like creepy sounding music. So I played
What?
like, because it was like almost during Halloween time, or I had just
Oh.
passed or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So I'm playing like scary, like noise, like haunted house type shit. And I'm like, damn, maybe this is too scary.
yeah, yeah.
Tell me why, like the event coordinator comes up to me. She's like, do you have anything scarier? And I'm just like,
What?
oh shit.
I'm like, what do you think I am? Like a fucking like sound design person for your event? Like, what do you? And I'm just like, I just turned it up louder. I was like,
I added a delay effect so it could sound like there was more ghost voices in this
more
shit.
echoes and shit.
You should have had some screams in there. He's like,
Hey, the samples, you should have the
How was I
soundboard.
supposed to know they wanted that
Bro,
shit?
you
Like,
came prepared.
They should have told you. They should have told you that shit.
no, I guess you're right. That's why I'm getting paid.
Yeah,
That's-
bro.
damn.
You gotta bring your A game.
You should just left.
No,
Hey,
you
just pay me whatever I did, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah,
It's so good.
When in doubt, 2000s R&B, hip hop.
Hey, let me
Oh,
ask.
yeah.
That's a vibe.
Let me ask you guys this: have y'all ever called yourself like on the police, like to end the party, so you could get out of it?
Nah, bro.
I've called you to call the police. I remember doing that.
Yeah, I think I feel like I've called somebody
What?
several times to like
On yourself?
on the party where I'm at. Well, look, cause look, hear me out.
All
I
right,
got a
give me
great
this,
reason.
hold
I
on,
got a
hold
great.
Better be good.
So I was DJing at a party and I found out I wasn't gonna get paid.
Okay.
Call the cops.
And like the best
Call the
and the
cops.
best thing that I figured this out without having to like face any repercussions personally
Yeah.
is to make it seem like it was like some sort of like natural thing where the cops came.
Right.
But I figured out like these people weren't gonna pay me because I figured out the way they were gonna pay me was through people coming and paying the door.
Oh.
But they didn't have a good night.
Yeah.
And I wasn't gonna get paid my full. And I heard that and I was like, oh damn, like I'd rather just not play. I decided to be there for 3 more hours and this shit sucked.
What?
And I wasn't gonna get paid my full. So I was
Yeah.
like, nah, dude, I'm calling. It was like a cockfist, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not playing just a bunch of ASAP Rocky songs for 3 more hours knowing I'm not gonna get paid. Like those kinds of vibe tracks.
I guess.
And I was like, bro, I didn't even know those people. And like, I was just like, nah, fuck this. Like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm not gonna DJ. Like, I'm not. I'd rather just be like, nah, yeah, bro. Like, just call the cops on this party and like.
I mean, me personally, I can never see myself calling the cops.
You should try
at
it.
this point.
Tell someone else to do it, bro.
Nah. Oh yeah, I'll tell somebody else. I would not do it myself.
Oh, yeah, don't do it. No, don't do it.
I don't
You're
fuck
gonna
with
be
the
at
cops
party
at
and be
all,
like,
bro.
yeah, nah.
Don't
Don't do
do
that.
Who called the cops? Well, someone at this party. He was the DJ. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nah, you tell someone else. You don't call.
Yeah.
No, especially no, but I've been to these parties too where it was sketchy and I just didn't really feel comfortable. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to tell these people that I don't want to leave because I don't feel comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try to. I'm gonna just play it. I've been making moves, you know, subliminally.
At the same time, though, bro, you were young as fuck at the time, so like it makes sense.
But I don't regret a lot of those times because you know a lot of those times where it's like, yeah, like I was just not gonna get paid, and like
Yeah.
if I were to stick around at these parties, like I would have not known. A lot of times there was in like sketchy areas like San Bernardino and
Oh yeah.
like yeah,
We
bro.
kind of know what you're signing up for.
If it's San Bernardino,
Like yeah, bro. I'm just not gonna tell
yeah,
these.
you know you're gonna get.
I don't feel like I should tell certain
I
people.
would've had a bulletproof vest. I would have been
God,
fully
yeah.
prepared, bro. I'm like, what's up?
That's crazy. Nah, I don't think I've seen any. And when it comes to music artists, I don't think I've seen any EDM music artists like carry a bullet vest.
Nah, I mean, if you're
Mala?
going to sketchy area, well, no, it's
Mala?
mostly like hip hop events.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, like that where it gets sketchy. Like you're gonna hear like because someone's dancing with your girl or, you know.
I feel like I've seen that shit a lot in EDM space
Really?
too. Yeah, hell
Shit like
yeah.
that, like-
Fucking a lot of music festivals. I've seen a bunch of couples arguing because why the fuck were you dancing with him? Or
But not like a shootout.
Yeah,
no,
there's
well, not like a
difference
shootout.
between
Yeah,
shootout.
for sure.
Yeah.
No,
You're
no,
right,
but
you're
like,
right.
like,
It doesn't
but
get that serious.
but there's still the same
I've seen
shit
some
that
females
happens.
fight, but that's pretty much.
And then you
it.
play like every day I'm shuffling and I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh well, fucking no, I ain't gonna put on my Glock.
Like the party's not
Yeah.
over after that. You
Yeah,
know?
when it's ratchet, that's when the
No, I,
guns
feel
get
like- I
pulled
can't
out.
imagine anyone pulling out like a gun for with like a track like that. No,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Like you're not
Yeah.
gonna feel hard. Like I shot up the place with every day I'm shuffling in the background.
No, it doesn't
I
sound
shot
hard at
up
all.
a tech house
Yeah.
event. What's up?
Oh my
Exactly,
god.
yeah.
All right, this sounds like I shut up a tech house event. Damn.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
Like you a better.
Better.
Like you think you hard, huh?
Like you think you hard, bro?
Like no.
You just can't but the thing is like being hard in EDM it just
You
doesn't
can't.
it doesn't
It's not the same.
it doesn't correlate like that.
Mhm.
But all right, so question speaking about like bad gigs, have you ever had your run in with like just a sketchy or like bad gig?
Sketchy. I don't think sketchy. I've had like bad gigs. It was kind of dead, but
Okay.
sketchy. No, I don't think I would ever put myself in that situation.
No like sketchy promoters or anything like that?
Nah, not like that.
Uh-huh.
But then again, I mean, like I said, I've only been DJing for like a year, so
Yeah.
I don't think I've.
you're lucky. Well, I think though also with you're surrounded by a really good team
Yeah,
that knows
yeah.
what they're doing.
Right.
So I don't think like they'd even like that would even
Because if I
come
didn't
across
have
you.
that and I was trying to do my own thing, then I just kind of be like doing whatever, you know what I mean, and kind of figuring it out.
Yeah,
And I think at that point, I probably would have put myself in maybe some like sketchy situation.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, well, yeah, like I said, especially because you're with Nova and like bro's been and like he knows what the
Yeah, he
fuck
knows
goes
what he's
on and shit.
doing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
that's definitely like deterring you away from all the bad shit, bro. Because
Yeah.
like you said, trying to figure this out like by yourself and shit, like it's
Because I'm sure like he's been through that. Like,
yeah,
you know, he's had to figure it out. You know,
bro.
it's kind of like trial and error. Like after a point, you kind of have to like pick and choose. Because like I feel like when you're kind of starting off and you don't know anything, you're just kind of taking whatever.
Because
You know what I mean?
you don't understand. I think what it is like you don't understand like the lingo or like how shit is supposed to be done
Mhm.
when you're first getting into it. So you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no, you want me to DJ for sure, and like that's all you're falling for. But then after a while, you recognize like, okay, well, who's throwing this? Like, what do
Yeah.
you guys do? Like, like, what's your promote? Like, you know, you just get to learn all that back end or like how are your past events like and all
Yeah.
this other stuff, you know? So you get to like really, uh, I don't know. It just comes with experience, bro.
Yeah, for
Like a
sure.
lot of experience.
Yeah, for
But
sure. So I would say I'm definitely blessed that I didn't have to go through that. But like, shout out to all the DJs that had to go through that because it's a grind, you know, it's a struggle and all that.
and honestly, it's not to say that it still might not happen because like even now, like there's still times where like I'll take a gig, and it's not that it's a sketchy gig or anything like that, but it's just like okay, this is the type of gig that I just took. Like
Yeah.
that, like I gotta understand fully now. Like I don't know, it's just like more of the shit that like you're putting yourself next to certain things, you know, and you gotta really like understand like what you're putting yourself next to
Yeah.
or like what you're choosing to like represent like certain things, you know. So
Right.
it's
Right.
like all of that matters. And like at first you really don't think so. At first you're just like, let's DJ.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me?
You're
Let's
like, I'm here
DJ.
to DJ. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't really think about it.
No, and I mean, like at the end of the day, that's what I'm. That's I feel like that's
That's
it. Like
anybody. Yeah.
you know, and like at the end, if as long as I get to DJ, like I'm cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it goes down to what you're, you know, how you want to represent yourself. Like, are you just want to be the DJ that's just like filling up a time slot, or do you want to like build yourself as a DJ that
Yeah.
when you get booked, like there's always seems to be like some sort of audience coming through, you know, like it's not just like you know, this also goes down to like, you know, dealing with dead crowds, you know, because
Yeah.
I see a lot of people. I noticed like not many people may not go to like their events because they're DJing like all the time every week,
Yeah.
or like so many
It's
events
a
in
lot,
one week
Yeah. Yeah.
in the same area too.
Yeah.
So you know, I think as you do a lot more shows starting out, the pattern of being selective comes into play.
Oh, yeah,
Because
for
you know, after a
sure.
while, I mean, you figure out like as a DJ and artist, like okay, like I like doing these gigs. I like doing these gigs. I don't really like doing these gigs as much, but
Mhm.
I'll do it every now and then. Like you start to pick out what suits best for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. 'Cause,
Yeah, like, what's like what are some of the your favorite sets that you like to do? Warehouse, club, after parties. Like, what's some of your favorite settings?
I would say after parties for sure because like a lot of people go. Like everybody wants to party still, like keep the
Mm.
party going, especially after like big events like at the NOS or whatever. Those are for sure lit. I would say sometimes like clubs because it's just the vibe. Like it's a legit place. Like they got the great like lighting, like all the sound, like everything's like legit. You know what I mean? So you just have that. But I mean they're all good in their own way. Yeah.
I think yeah, everyone has all of the like warehouses, clubs, festivals, whatever the case. Afters, they all have like their pros and cons.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Um, what's like your favorite? All right, speaking of clubs, what's like your favorite club that you've DJ'd at?
Where have I DJ'd club wise? I would say, I mean, shout out to Eddie, like Mezcal, like that place always gets lit.
For
It's
sure.
just a vibe. I mean, it's close by. Um, on Thursdays, I mean, it gets pretty lit. Um, I would want to DJ. Like my favorite club, like just to go to, is Academy.
Okay.
I would love to DJ there. Like, it's just a dope place. Like, I always
For
have good
sure.
memories there, just going
For
there.
sure.
So I mean, that's on my bucket list for sure.
Academy.
What about you, Robert?
My favorite place that I DJ'd. Club wise, that's fucking easy. Times nightclub. That shit was.
Oh, you been there?
Bro, I got a DJ there for like this. It was for what was it for? The new Newport Film Festival,
Mhm.
and like for one of their nights, like their students, like the students throw the event, right? The whole film festival, and the students get like, if you're in the class that throws it, like one of the students are up to booking the music.
Oh.
So it ended up being one of our homegirls, and
What?
yeah,
That's dope.
and she reached out to homie Carlos at first, but homeboy was in fucking Mexico and shit.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hell yeah, I'll fucking do
That's
that
dope,
shit. And
bro.
that shit was
Time nightclub was dope.
I didn't even know that shit was a thing. Like before I got there, and then I got there, and then they have like the whole like their like future guests or the people that they have DJing there.
Yeah.
And I see Slander, I see all these other like dope ass people, and I'm like, I'm about to play. That's fucking
That's
insane.
dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
When you saw that, did you start to feel any kind of like nervous by chance, or like what were you feeling?
Pressure.
Yeah, what were you feeling? Pressure?
Yeah.
Pressure, bro, straight pressure. Because
Yeah.
like I didn't even know what the fuck I was gonna play. Because it was
Yeah.
not only was it like the film festival, that specific day was the Chinese film festival.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it was a lot of like that theme and whatnot. So I was like, what do I play? But I just did EDM shit and like a little bit of top 40. And
Okay.
it was a lot.
You didn't
It was
do no
cool.
dubstep, no like.
Nah, I didn't even touch that shit, bro. I did
Ah.
not. Like, I didn't know how they were gonna react. I
Oh, you
was
should
like,
have just played whatever you wanted. If I.
Alright, this is my last song. Hey, real quick.
Yeah, just go hard.
Country
bro.
rhythm.
don't get me wrong, I was playing a bunch of like dope bass house and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
like shit I like, but
Uh-huh.
I didn't touch dubs, bro.
What?
Bro, everyone was in suits and tie, dressed up super nice.
So that doesn't
like,
mean like they don't like it.
yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I
just
guess
But that's a
you're
problem. But that's a
Just
problem. I
tired.
think just as a DJ thing, I think like before you play an event, that's one thing that I fall into. That kind of dictates what I'm about to play at an event. I look at like what people are wearing. Like that's not like you mentioned like age. Like oh, there's a bunch of older, younger.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of those details that come into play. How my playlist is gonna turn out or start out when I'm at a place.
Wait, do you play like a lot of genres?
Yeah, no, yeah, I do play a lot, primarily bass music. But like if I need to switch it up a little bit more, like those are things that I play. Like especially for open format.
Yeah.
Those are things that I, like you said, like if it's like context matters in an event. Like
Because I think that's the problem too. Like if you're an open format DJ, like you're getting booked. That's the problem you have. Like you don't know what to play.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like to do that because I'm like specifically tech house, maybe some techno, but like they know what they're booking you for.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you're open format, like you're just like, oh, I don't know what to play.
But they trust,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
that's what they trust.
And
in
that's
you,
why
though.
that's why they pay open format DJs like a good amount of money, like to do
Yeah.
that shit, because they're literally trusting that DJ to make sure my club is popping.
Yeah, that's
You feel
hard
me?
though, bro. That's
Hard as
Yeah,
fuck.
because what I noticed about
That's tough.
DJing like strictly EDM and then DJing open format.
Yeah.
That's why open formats are much more skilled DJs, I'd say, a lot of times than
Yeah.
like strictly EDM DJs, because a lot of times like you do have a playlist that you have an idea of how it might play out, and not until you get there though, it's like, oh damn, like maybe the playlist that I have like
Just have to
prepared, it may not
freestyle
be the best for now.
Yeah.
Like yeah, constantly, I feel like it's always constant pressure. If you want to let it be like that for an open format, but like again, like I think like if you were to do more, like I think if you were to do more open format, or anyone were to do more open format gigs, it'd be much more easier to go into those kinds of events and be like, oh, okay, this vibe right now needs this vibe, and it's just really just playing like a lot of open format. Salute, like to be honest, like it's just
no, for sure.
a lot of
It's
years.
just sometimes, bro, like I understand as a DJ, we don't ever want to see empty floors, right? And
Yeah,
it
no.
discourages you. But
Yeah, yeah.
for open format DJs, that's where they like. If you're a good open format DJ, that's where you're like, where your
that's
wheels start
crazy,
turning,
bro.
and that's where you start having fun. Like, all right, let's see what's up, and then you just start going into like different like, because the way I look at it for open format, I have like a bunch of different sets like that I could play. So I'll just go through a bunch of different sets and see like who likes what, and then go from there. You know?
Yeah, because I went to an event recently. It was in LA, and I went to go check out a homie, and he was just asking me like what I played. You know what I mean? And then he was like, do you do open format? I was like, no, because I guess that place had like a whole bunch of different like stages, and like the main stage it was like open format. I think that's why he was asking. And I went to his set. He was just playing like house, and then I went to the other stages, open format. So like when I was there, I was chilling. Like it was the most packed because like, you know, everybody got down. It was just like he was playing hip hop. I went to like Kendrick, and then he went into like some like house, and then but everybody was vibing. They're like going crazy, like like hell yeah, like they got to hear a little of everything,
Yeah.
you know. So I mean, but yeah, it was pretty lit. Like I
That's
give
what a
props
good
to them.
that's
Yeah.
what a good DJ could do, bro. Like
Yeah.
could just hop. And you know what? I really got to put a little bit more respect on these club DJs because I went out last weekend or maybe 2 weeks ago
Mhm.
to this like I was where was I? Santa Ana, downtown somewhere.
Yeah.
Um, went to this random. It looked like almost like a mezcal almost,
Mm-hmm.
but like it definitely wasn't catered just toward Hispanics at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this DJ was like hopping into like old Showtech tracks and
Oh,
shit,
shit.
like was but had a lot of mashups and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm someone that's just trying to enjoy music, bro, like I probably had the time of my life that night, you know, like
Yeah.
just listening to like first of all tracks that are like timeless tracks. So like Miss Jackson, like you know all shit like that. But then you're adding like EDM flair into it,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's what I
pretty dope.
fuck with heavy. Like
Yeah,
if a
yeah.
DJ could do that well,
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
cause,
definitely.
'cause it's not just EDM, it's not just hip hop. You're doing all of it, and that's fun. It's
Yeah.
it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe for sure. So question, because like I like to ask like all the producers that come through here,
Mm-hmm.
what's your favorite VST that you use? That's always open in your DAW, your go-to. Something that you just you use all the time that's gonna be open in your project.
I don't know if I have one, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just kind of, it's like when I get to a song, I just kind of like, it's not really like a favorite one. I know there's a lot of people that have like a favorite one, but I just kind of like freestyle it. Honestly, I just feel like okay, this that. And I like to do different stuff. I don't like to just like stick to one. Yeah.
Got you.
What about you? Do you have like a favorite one?
For VS, I would say something that's always open in my projects. Uh, so FL has the wave shaper.
Yeah.
I use that
Wave
a lot.
shaper.
Yeah, a lot. To just like it adds more like fullness to a lot of my, like for kicks.
Yeah.
Put it on my kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes my kick a little more like beefy. I guess you could say a little more wide.
Yeah.
I put it on my snares sometimes, but it won't be aggressive.
It's
at
just the
all.
go-to.
Yeah. Like whenever I just want something like a little louder, I guess you could say, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
give it more body. But like, obviously, like I push it after to make things like 'cause sometimes I don't want a full like super full body, so I'll put like virtual mix rack underneath it with a bunch of different EQs on it,
Mhm.
just so it could like sharpen. I don't know like how to describe it, but, like make like my drums a little sharp.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll put like a compressor, like a wave shaper on it, and it'll make your percussion sound like very full and whatnot,
Mhm.
but it loses like that sharpness, like that sharp attack. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
then you got to EQ out some. I don't know, just shit like that. But the
Yeah,
wave
yeah.
shapers for sure.
I gotta check it
My
out.
go-to.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely. It's changes lives, I think, bro. Changes
That might
lives.
be my go-to then.
Yeah. What about you, Carlos? Lately, what's been your go-to?
Right on to that, bro. I put wave shaper on my subs, dude.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
For sure. Same.
Delay, bro. I think it's one of my favorite plugins. Delays,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
that's true.
I mean,
Delay
uh,
2,
I've
delay
been doing
bang,
it a
or
lot,
delay
lot
3.
lately. Yeah.
You gotta tell me
Delay
which one.
2.
Delay 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
FL got some good stock plugins too, bro. You know,
That's-
delay
that's-
too.
Delay.
I should be using a lot more other delays though, because yeah, I think I'm just so like used to the stock. But if you listen to a lot of my production, like I think delay is like one of my favorite effects, especially putting it on synths and vocals. Like that's like
On
my
vocals,
favorite vocals, especially.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites to throw. It's just it drags like the vocals just much more, especially when like the vocals doesn't really say much.
So much smoother.
Like it just fills up the space. I think
Yeah.
like and yeah, delay. I think I just think if yeah, that's the only delay plugin I use. Fruity Delay too, but I just think any delay like I come across like it's just my delay is my favorite effects. Like
I've been doing that lately too. Yeah.
and after that I'd say reverb, but I think delay just is enough for me. Like yeah,
There's the delay 2, the fruity delay bank, and then there's one more, right? Is it 3?
yeah, I used
to.
I used to.
yeah.
So
I used to most.
3 if you guys ever want like some cool resonance sounds, there's a resonance knob on it, and if you automate it like at the tail end of your delay, it gives you like some weird and like crazy like sounds, like almost like robotic noises, like wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. Just
I'll check it
just
out.
gotta automate it. I don't know. Delays are really fun to play with
Yeah,
too.
they are.
A lot of
Yeah.
rhythm DJs use delays for their synths
Oh,
and
really?
shit. Put the feedback to the steps of 32 or 64, and you just get a nice like tinny sound on like any type of synth you get.
That's dope. That's
It's
dope.
really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah,
All right, so you've been putting out music. I know you just put out that sipping track with Gatsby.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, was that like your first collab with someone?
No, my first collab was with Nova. We
Oh,
did
okay.
what was it called? Thank you. What was it called? Damn, I have a brain fart, bro. But yeah, we did a song together, and I did the vocals on that song, and like we worked on it together. And that one, like he mixed and mastered it, like it sounds perfect. Like the bass, like just bumps, bro. And after that, I did the one with Gatsby sipping, and then that one was we did that really easily. And then now I'm doing one with Gonzo. Do you guys know Gonzo?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I've
Gonzo.
met him maybe one time, and I want to say it was at like a desert rave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're about to finish up a song. It's gonna be a techno song.
for sure.
Yeah, and ever since like doing those, like a lot of people have been hitting me up for like collabs. You know what I mean? And it's dope. It's super fun. I love collabs. Like it's just like two people putting their brains together, and it's super easy.
When you're doing a collab, are you in the same room?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I prefer doing the same room versus just like
Same room.
sending stems, because like I mean, you can do it, but like it's just better to have someone there together and you guys just feed off each other's energy. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I like this. Like, yeah, you're right. And they have an idea. It's like, oh, we should do this. I was like, no. And you guys are just there versus stems. Like, you have to send it back and forth.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
for sure.
So, I mean, if I were to do a collab, I prefer to do it in person. Yeah.
For sure. I think recently I just started like my first collab with someone, in studio collab. Like we're in the same like place.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different feeling. Makes totally different music. Like
Yeah.
the whole like being able to like get ideas from each other.
You just feed off each other.
That literally, and like
Yeah.
you just go. You just
Yeah,
create.
bro.
Like there's no stop. Like especially if the person that you're producing with, like you trust their ear. Like you
Yeah.
think like what they do is already dope. Like it's very like effortless almost. Like yeah, you know what sounds good. I think I know what sounds good.
Exactly.
So let's just listen and make what sounds good. You know, and it's just like a whole different vibe for sure.
Yeah, because with me and Nova, like we both have FL, so it's super easy. Like I know where everything's at. I'm like, oh, do this, add delay here, blah blah blah. And then Gatsby was a little challenging because he uses Ableton.
Okay.
So I was just kind of like, bro, what's going on?
So
I was so confused.
So with that, because I've been in that situation.
Yeah.
Whose DAW were you using? Were you using Ableton or FL?
It was Ableton.
Okay.
I let him kind of like do his thing.
Yeah.
And then I just put my input like, oh, like this sounds good. I want to do this. And he was just kind of like doing everything. And then kind of towards the end, I got to understand Ableton.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can see why people say Ableton's like easier than like FL.
Yeah.
Like I see that. But yeah, it was cool. Like I got to understand it more. But you know, obviously since I started with FL, I'd rather do FL.
Yeah, you're already used to it at this point.
Yeah. So if I do another collab and they have Ableton, like I'm gonna leave it up to you. I just put my input and then go from there.
I think the next time you produce with Gatsby, you run FL and see what happens. Because I did that. Like my homie, he's Ableton producer.
Yeah.
And he's fucking insane on Ableton.
Uh-huh.
So the first time we produced, I let him. I was like, all right, I'll just throw ideas. I'll talk about like I'll put my input.
Yeah.
And then the second time when I took over on like on FL, because I kind of seen what he could do already,
right.
I was like, oh hell yeah, let's just dive in now. So like I was leading everything, and anything that like I just felt like needed something, or like he would be like, oh no, we should put this in. I was like, oh, you're fucking right. And then I don't know, it's different like coming off of there. Like once you understand how someone produces or like understands like where they like to go with things, it's so fun just to like
no,
to go
for
in
sure.
different directions.
Yeah.
So, do you have any plans for any tracks coming out anytime soon?
Like collabs or just tracks in general?
Just anything in general.
I have a new track coming out. I want to release it hopefully by this month. It's just like it's a very like house music like song, like pianos. I just always wanted to make a song like that, like super just like um who makes that type of song? Like it's just very like piano-y, like very housey song. Um
I think I know what you mean, like those piano chords, like do 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 do, like that kind of like.
just kind of like that summer vibe, and then just like, bro, when I was making that song, like I love pianos, like just like the pianos, just like it gives me goosebumps. So when I was making that song, it gave me goosebumps. I was like, bro, this is it. Like it's gonna be sick. So hopefully, like by summer, hopefully it starts warming up. This crazy ass weather.
Right. The fact that it's not already hot is pretty crazy,
bro. Like I love summertime. So once I release it, like it'll be fun. It'll be a good one.
So you have something gearing up for summer then?
Yeah, and I have a lot of collabs. Like I said, a lot of people have been hitting me up. So it's just a time of coordinating each other's schedule and getting together. But
That's
I have a lot of stuff coming out.
For sure. Is there anyone like you have like in mind that you're just like, damn, I want to produce with this person? Like one of these days, I just want to produce with this person.
Like anyone, or
yeah,
like
anyone.
People I know, or just anybody.
Just anyone in general.
I mean, like dream wise, like my favorite DJ, like I want to say why I got into tech house was probably Wade. Like I like a lot of his like sound production, like the kind of like sound he has. I saw him at Day Trip last year. I was super stoked to like see him because he never comes out to like the US. So he came last year, and I was like, bro, I have to go to Day Trip. And I saw him, like that shit was so lit. Like it was a vibe.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
If you found out that he had a ghost producer and he didn't produce his stuff, would you still listen to this artist? Would you still follow this artist? Is that like the dilemma, or is that like the deal breaker for like an artist?
That's a good question, bro. That's a good question.
Because I've asked myself this question for some of the artists that I look up to and I listen to, and I'm like, damn, if I found out it wasn't them this whole time, I'm like, fuck, like I feel some type of way.
That's tough. Yeah, I'd probably like break my spirits down. Like, damn.
Would you dislike the music then, though? Because
I would say low key, yeah.
Really?
I mean, I don't. That's a good question because I don't know if the music doesn't change.
It's hard to say.
Like the music and the market. Like, damn, this is like. I don't like what you did in terms of like if you're preaching you're this kind of artist that you produce your own shit. I don't like that. Like finding out you have other people doing your shit, but like the material's the material in the music world. Yeah. So like at the end of the day, like many people like will choose a blind eye a lot of times, like towards like that kind of shit.
Because if I found out Flume wasn't the one actually making his music,
okay,
I wouldn't necessarily be like I'm never listening to Flume music again. I just know that person, hard. That face, that just means nothing to me.
I was just gonna ask you, like, do you feel that as a fan or as a producer yourself? Like those feelings, do you feel that as a producer or as a fan?
As a producer, I
like are the feelings the same when you see it as a fan or as a producer? That's like
if I was just a fan, I think I'd be hurt a little more.
Oh, really?
Like if I was just a fan of you and I like
interesting.
But as a producer,
but as you know, like how a lot of times music production, like you know, like sometimes those collaborations like happen, like or it may not entirely be like that artist. Like it could be. But just
even if I knew like he didn't produce it at all, as a producer, it's hard. I can't dislike. It's still good music. I just don't like you as a person. I like the music. It's really good. They would
have to have some kind of input, right? It's not like they let someone like just do whatever they want.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they got the final say.
He's part of it.
For sure.
He is the image. He's the front person. Like you're part of the aesthetic. You're the reason why the music is even part of the reason why the music's working in the first place. Yeah. You know, so like, I don't know if I would really like. It just depends on who the fuck it was. Like Flume, I don't give a fuck anymore, bro. The music is there. Like,
do I fuck with the representative? Like, do I fuck with the representative?
The guy that made it.
Yeah,
like, so that's the other thing.
And also look into like who actually fucking made it. Now I need to be like, all right, who the fuck are you, dog?
Because I've seen other people say this. Where like, I've seen this argument where if people were to find out, like if their favorite artist wasn't making their own music, that they would make the effort to find out who was
Yeah.
versus the representative, the face person behind all that music. So
What
I'm
is it?
like,
They
that
don't
makes
want 'em.
sense.
I want to say like low key, I would still like them, but like a little less.
Yeah, I feel
Like
that.
you know what it is like with them, right? Like
Yeah.
that. Like it's just like, okay, this is what it is. Like
Yeah.
they obviously like they get their shit worked on. You know, that's what they're gonna say. Like, yeah, I mean, I get help, but fuck it, like it's still me. Like you know,
Yeah.
that's what was like. I think it was Chris Lake, right, or Fisher.
Fisher.
Fisher gets his shit done by Chris Lake.
Yeah.
So every time Fisher's like, "This is my new track." Nah, this is a Chris Lake new
Yeah.
track. So like, it's like, but people still go to a Fisher set. People, you know,
Because I feel like a lot of fans aren't worried about all that producing stuff.
no, bro, they're worried about the entertainment aspect. They're worried about the
He's worried
music.
about like the hand gestures, like this, like the performance.
But
The
he's still
song.
DJing.
He's still DJing them.
He's
yeah.
not making the
He's
music.
just not making the music. But producers, like the people who actually know the music, they're gonna be like, like this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like that's also that's why I always tell like many artists making music, like don't worry about what other artists making music like say about your music, like because a lot of times like they're very picky like with their own sound, and so like they might like whatever they think is cool dance music wise, it may not be like fit for what your sound is. So that's why like whatever you believe in your sound, like go for it. And the people that you want around that sound, like they'll come through, whether it takes like a year or 2 or 5 like that. Like your sound will take time to find its audience.
Yeah.
And some sounds find its audience quicker than others, but as long as you like what you push out, bro, like it's like you said, dude, like if you like what you do, it's literally just it's another day, bro. Another day that you know you're putting your passion through. And nah, bro, that shit's insane, dude. That shit's totally insane. Like I'll feel some type of way, bro. Like
So you think people are gonna feel a type of way when they find out like you're not? No, I'm kidding.
hey, people like the music. People like the music, bro. People are downloading that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude, I
You're
can't
still
believe.
making money.
Yeah, I mean,
You
people are
know?
fucking with it,
At that
bro.
point.
I mean, at the end of the day, some people look at this as a business, bro. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another. They chose what they want to like work wise. Like they found a way to make an income out of an industry,
mhm.
and like they see that through that like approach. Like
To that
and so many
lens, yeah.
people, like you know, and a lot of people like don't really. Some people are like, nah, like you should not be like getting into industry just for that. It's like, dude, like at the end of the day,
You can't tell me
like
that.
bro, if you're able to monetize,
Well, I
like just
think-
do it. Like
yeah, I think
like
after a certain point, like if you just kind of like whatever about it, like it's just part of it. Like someone does a song for you. If anything, it makes it easier for you. Like you're just past a certain point. Like I already did my work. Let's make it easier on
well,
myself.
Yeah.
that's why many people don't really not really tripping too much. Like a lot of producers
Excision.
don't really trip on excision like that no more because they know what it is. Like
Yeah.
they understand. As many producers like get more experience like navigating to this space, like they understand like, oh, okay, like I would probably see myself maybe in the same position and moves as Excision, because maybe at this stage I probably would worry much more about the income of what my own music festival does versus like me worrying about like having to originally like work on all my shit by myself. Like
Yeah.
no, I got a whole network that could just make that aspect of my career like much more easier.
Yeah.
And then also setting up Subsidia where
All
I
you
got
have to worry about is just DJing.
yeah, dude.
In a sense, yeah.
I mean, there's certain stages in your career where when you're able to recognize that, and like for Excision, you know, like he's at that point where he's still getting the music part done, but yeah, I mean, it's very present that you know a lot of this music, it's a lot of collaborations,
Mhm.
and we've had a guest in the past say that yeah, you know, once this artist gets a certain busy. They gotta choose priorities, and you know, it's specifically for Excision, like it just seems much
Yeah.
more better right now to put his priority, especially for the dubstep space, like in Lost Lands and like the music festival stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, the music is still great, but I mean, it's
Bro, look, I think
Yeah.
if Excision tried to produce a track right now, it would be nothing in the realms of what dubstep is today. I just don't think.
oh,
he
like
could
by like just like any kind of song, like with a collab or just by
do
himself.
it. Just him by himself. Like if Excision actually sat down and was like, I'm produce some shit, I don't think it would sound like any type of dubstep. Like it
Any
would be
other record
dated.
he pushed out.
Yeah.
Like,
It would
I
sound-
believe so too.
Like, I just don't see that.
And I'm not sure how if it would sound better or worse, but it just wouldn't sound
Wouldn't
like it
sound
just wouldn't
better.
sound what the others are sounding like.
Mhm.
Yeah, because like, bro, like I say this a lot. Like it's a clear transition where you could see when Excision stopped producing. Like it's really like easy to see. Like listen to like his old shit from like 2010, 11, 12 and shit like that, and then listen to what's being played today. Like it's not even close to being the
You
same.
know, I feel like the mindset of that too is like, look, I feel like I don't really need to prove myself like as an artist to like release music like original like that. Like, you know, like I feel like that's how he feels, you know? Like
Well, I think it was a smart move on his side, but I think if he tried to do it by him, like without getting that production help, he would have sounded dated. I think. I think his sound would have just sounded dated, and he wouldn't have been able to progress and
It's
do
probably
all the
just a
shit.
smart choice.
Yeah, it
to
was
do what he did. Yeah.
It was a smart choice to progress dubstep. I think.
Mhm.
At the end of the day.
I mean, bro, he's owning, you know, he's owning the Subsidium Masters. He's throwing the.
Boy,
I mean,
Rich.
he's. I see Jeff, homie. I see Excision. Oh yeah, he's setting himself up real nice, bro.
Oh, he's set up.
Oh yeah,
he's set up, bro.
He's fucking.
set.
He's
Yeah.
damn set up. Like
Yeah.
I mean, just coming from like how he's moving, like. Now that fool owns his publishing, bro. That's how I say it. That's how I'm seeing it, bro. No, he's a great footprint to look, blueprint to look at, like for a bass producer. Like if you're wanting to look, if you wanting to be something of that influence, like in a niche of dance music. I mean, I can't really think of any other dubstep producer that's doing something like that, like their own festival. I mean, there's definitely a lot of dubstep DJs doing their tours, like they're selling out tours and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot more of artists. They're getting, you know, they get the hype. Maybe not just in bass music, but just in house and other techno. Like they're gonna start seeing
What
like.
you mean? Shaq's out here doing his own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, but the thing is that like Shaq is different because he comes from, bro. He has capital. He can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
My bad. Let's put respect on
Nah,
Diesel's
nah,
name,
nah,
bro.
nah.
It's Diesel.
For sure, it's Diesel. You know what I'm
Diesel.
saying? But I mean, it's easier for Shaq to do something like that. But I think we're gonna see a lot more patterns, not just in
Look.
bass music. Like another. Well, I mean, we're
The
trying to
thing
see.
is, we've
a lot,
already
you know?
seen it.
Yeah,
Like
we're
we've
starting to
seen
see it.
Rez start her own fucking shit. Like we're seeing a
Mhm.
bunch of like artists start their own labels and shit.
Yeah.
And that's literally what Excision did. And now we're gonna start seeing festivals from these people, like
Mhm.
individual festivals from these artists now. Like that's just Excision set like a precedent of how this shit should go down. You know, like and we're gonna see a lot more of that shit for sure.
So that shit. Did you see that, bro?
Oh shit, my boy tried to drink the mic. Oh fuck.
Yeah, bro.
No, I saw him earlier. He was
Oh,
talking
my-
to the Corona instead of the mic.
Oh, thanks. Oh yeah.
No, Mike's good.
So speaking about like blueprints and stuff like that, like who's someone that like you look at that you're just like, okay, like this is kind of like what I need to follow? Or is there like anyone that you look at like that?
What's it say? Is Kaneki's mic on?
Oh yeah, that was I fixed it earlier.
Oh, okay. Blueprint of what? What do you say?
Of like how you want things to get like done in your music career. Like a path that you've seen that you're like, okay, these are the steps I need to take. Or like someone's career that you've seen that you're just like, okay, that's how I want my shit to look like.
Like someone's path, and then I would want that happen to mine.
Yeah, along the lines.
Yeah,
of
like you
this.
look, you look at another artist's
probably say-
career, and you're like, damn, I want to like, I'm looking at this person's career as like a path
I'll,
to like guide myself into the space.
I'll
Like,
probably say like maybe like John Summit, the way he just like produced songs and then just kind of blew up, type of
Okay.
thing. You know what
Jo-
I mean?
yeah.
Like just making songs and then like
Okay.
one takes off and then you start getting booked for shows.
like
and
do it to
whatnot.
it type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
all
think
it
that would
takes
be
is
ideal.
one. All it takes is one.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying.
you know what? Like, and that's something that like now I have like I got comfortable with. It's like okay, like I don't need to do it right away. It doesn't need to come like right now. As
Yeah.
long as I know I'm gonna keep doing this and keep trying to make that just that one, like it's gonna eventually it's gonna fall in place. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it is, and everything else is just like a bonus. Like me wanting to go out and DJ, like yeah, like it's gonna help me in a sense and whatnot, like exposure, all that and whatnot. But like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I want y'all to know me for the music.
Exactly.
And just like the music is the most important part about it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
not even the DJing aspect. The DJing aspect could come later, I think. Like,
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Like look at 410, bro. Like
Well, you know, I think when you start producing, well, like speaking for me, like I started DJing and then producing.
Mhm.
But I noticed when I started making music, I kind of was like, you know, like I mean, at a certain point, I think you might have had this thought. You might have had this thought too, like when you start getting into productions. Like at a certain point, I was like, man, like I'm DJing, yeah, I'm making the crowd dance, yeah, but it's other people's shit.
Oh yeah.
Like at a certain point, like I don't want to. I mean, there's a realization where you just don't want to be a DJ. Like you want to start making your own music.
Yeah.
And,
They like you for you.
Exactly. So like this is when you like as your own person, you need to figure out what kind of DJ you want to be. You want to be the DJ that has your own stuff and people do dig like your catalog and your playlist when you play these events, or you want to be the DJ where people don't come out to see you, but you're the DJ that they could trust. Like you're gonna bring the vibes.
Right.
You know, like it may not be your music, but you know you got the vibes, and it just depends on what kind of DJ you want to be labeled as. Like, oh yeah, this is a DJ that you could see him playing like weeklies, like for sure. And
Yeah,
like,
because I feel like at the end of the day, like playing your own song is like a great ass feeling. Like when I played my first song that I ever made, I was just like, bro, this is dope. Like this is me. You know what I mean?
yeah, I didn't see. I mean, I'm pretty sure people were dancing, and like you saw their
Yeah.
face, and you're like, damn,
It's
like
just-
I
it's a
made
good
that.
feeling.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a good
it's a different, it's a unique feeling.
Yeah.
Like you don't come across when you're DJing other people's tracks.
Right.
Like it's a unique feeling. When you play other people's tracks versus when you play your own track, like
Yeah.
because you know like the work that you put into your own piece.
Exactly. And this is what your sound is gonna be. Like this is your sound. This is you. So people are messing with it. You're like, oh, like they actually mess with me, not just like the DJ. Like, oh, like he's playing Dom Dollar. Like I like him because he's playing that song. Versus like I like him because he made this song and I like that song. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So,
No, I feel that.
I think what it is too, though, like especially when it comes to DJing, like I think when you first before you knew what a DJ was, what did you think a DJ did?
I don't know, bro. Just make me dance. I don't know.
Just play music,
Just
yeah.
play
Man, off the
music.
bat, just play music, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like there's a lot of I'm sure you guys get this too. Like people will come up to you and like they think you're making the music right then and there.
Yeah, they
type shit
do. I've
sometimes.
had that. People have told me that.
I've thought that
Yeah.
too. I think,
People
yeah.
have told me that.
And then like sometimes like before you even start DJing, you think like that's what they're doing up there. So
Right.
let me go do that. And that's not the case. Like that's not what they're doing. What in reality, what should be happening, or like what is like the way to go about it is the DJing is supposed to be the performance part
Mhm.
of what you do like at home or whatever the case may be. Like after you make your music and stuff, now go out and perform it. That's what DJing is for, you know?
Mhm.
But I don't think people like fully grasp that.
Right.
They think like, oh no, I'm DJing and that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
that's it. But it's you're performing. Like when you're DJing, you're performing.
It's
And
performance.
what do you want to perform now? You know?
Yeah.
That's like what you gotta think about. And making me like you said, just making music and then going out to play it. Like you just don't get that.
Bro, and
feeling.
it was funny. It was crazier because like not me playing it. Like I had my homies play my songs, and bro, that was an even greater feeling. Like bro, like I'm hearing my song at a club and I'm not playing it. Like that's super dope.
Or like a bigger artist playing your song.
Yeah,
like
like
at a
if
festival.
I
and
had
shit.
that, bro, like I would be so happy. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
like that's how you know your song is good. You know what I mean? Like someone to that degree
Yeah.
plays it.
Yeah, when someone
what I
like that fucks with it and plays it in front of like thousands of people, dog.
Yeah, I think these thousands of people will fuck with it. Yeah, you know that like that's saying something. Like,
yeah.
cause for sure, like as a DJ, like I'm like yeah, I mean I don't know about like you or you like. I'm very picky, like with like what I think I'm gonna play like for the night. Like I already have a playlist and like I'm very picky. So
Right.
when another DJ, like I like to think another DJ is picky with their shit and how they want to represent themselves. So when they add a track of mine or
Yeah.
someone that I know, I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. Like especially when like you're not, especially when you're not necessarily like maybe in the same field as them. Like maybe you're still on the ground, like versus maybe this DJ's like playing bigger festivals. Like it's a sick feeling, motivating feeling, encouraging
yeah.
feeling to know like a bigger artist and that more active artist or a DJ that's like playing your music out. And you look at the crowd too, like damn, like
Yeah.
all it's missing is me dropping my own,
Yeah,
my own track. But
yeah.
yeah, it's real cool.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's just a different feeling. That's one of the reasons too. Like I wanted to get into production when I was DJing. It's like yeah, like at a certain point, you know, I want people to still listen to me like outside of DJing. Like I still need another like I see another connection to this audience like when I'm not DJing. And I think music has a longer lasting effect. I feel with versus mixes because like this is I think a lot most times it's personal. Like
Yeah.
the music you make.
Yeah.
There's some times where I will say like myself and other artists like they make music for fun. It's like okay, like you could tell it was like strategic concept. Like this is a like formulaic concept here, but a lot of times like when I make my own music, it's personal, like for sure, very personal. Like I'm
Yeah.
writing shit out, and to see another person like see another person give the reaction that I like seeing. I'm like damn, that's like yeah, it's a different feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Encourages you more to like make your own music.
Yeah, because I've had like compliments. I'm like, oh, like I put out a mix. I'm like, oh, like it was a really good mix. Like keep at it. And then versus like putting out a song, like they're like, oh yeah, I was dancing to this. Like I was vibing to it. It's two different things, like mixing and then like your own song. Like yeah, you could be a good DJ mixing, but at the end of the day, like if you're making your own song, like that's your song. Like they're partying to it. Like they could be at their house, like after party, and they're just playing the song by yourself, like by itself, not a mix.
Yeah.
And we're like, and all the girls are turning up, like, oh, what song is this? And like, oh, it's him. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
What's it called? Damn. I was about to.
What do you think about that? I want to ask you guys right now, like in the current state of production, when you guys are making music, are you guys worried about if it's danceable, like in a club or at a festival? Like, do you guys ever try to like let it dictate like what you're writing, like if it's gonna be playable, like in a live setting?
No, I don't really overthink.
You don't
It's
try to
just-
let that like dictate it.
No,
Like you
it's
just try to let it
like
flow.
if I'm vibing with it and I like really like it, I'm just like hell yeah, like this is what I do. And it's
Okay.
funny because like I've had friends in the past. I had a friend and he was like into EDM, and he was very like perfectionist. Like he wouldn't put stuff out. He's like, oh, it's not good enough, blah blah blah. And I kind of learned from him. Um, like I was like, I shouldn't be like that because like if you never put shit out, like bro, like what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like he's thinking like, oh, it's not good enough, but like bro, like just put things out, and then like just keep putting things out. So my first song, I was like, I was very unsure. I was just like, I don't know if it's good enough, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna put it out. And then I kept putting out songs, and now that I look back at that first song, I was like, bro, that song sounds so empty. I could have added this or that, but just the evolution of my song making
For
from
sure.
that point, like I was like, bro, like it's a big
It
difference.
tells its own story.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the catalog itself has like its own evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you let it, because yeah, some perfectionists out there will just they're pushing music, but like it just seems like the quality and like everything just seems the same. Like
Yeah, some people don't put stuff out
I
at
mean,
all.
I mean, the music will still be great, but when you look at the whole catalog, like it just seems like they've always like it's always been like the same level, like in the quality and writing. Like
Right.
like it's really hard to like isolate like the growth and the evolution sometimes in
Right.
some artists, because some artists, like believe it or not, like they just got it like that, like the songwriting, or sometimes they just carefully plan out their catalog, like they just work so hard until they know like yeah, this is good, like the evolution, yeah, like you can tell a lot of times like the evolution in the writing in some artists,
Yeah.
like for sure. I always like to think that every year like my shit's always growing and like being a lot more creative and unique.
Yeah, you always want to be growing. Just adding like little stuff, like adding delay, like little stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and sometimes it's not bad to be a perfectionist on certain things, but when it comes to like music and art, like you really shouldn't be that much of a
You
perfectionist.
can't.
Like someone's gonna like it, like put it out. You never know. You're gonna get
That's what
some
I'm
type
saying.
of plays
You never
on it.
know.
You might even get someone to return now because they're just intrigued to see what the fuck you got coming out. So like, because I've seen a lot of people get in that same rut, bro. Like
Right.
they spend so many hours making dope ass shit, like legit, literally dope music,
Yeah.
but they won't put it out because in their head it's not like
Not good enough.
this prolific thing, or it doesn't sit next to this other
Right.
artist. But like, you're not making music to sit next to these other people, like for your art to be compared to their art. You're putting it out to relay some type of
Yeah.
feeling, some type of vibe, and that's it. That's literally what it's
Yeah,
what
that's
it's
a good.
for.
That's a good way to put it, honestly.
And you could just not putting out music could literally stunt your growth, because like say like you made 4 tracks, 5 tracks in the last 6 months, but only one of them sounded good, you thought sounded good.
Mhm.
Now you just went 6 months without putting out a track.
Yeah, bro.
Like you literally just wasted
You could put
half
all
a
these
year.
songs out.
You could put out one, maybe three of those songs, and at least people are knowing like, oh, that person's still going at it. You know, like that person's still working toward it. Like the worst thing you want to be is like not doing it, like making it seem like you're not doing it, because like you don't want that. But I mean, look, there's at the same time there's still people that know that like, no, this isn't it yet, this isn't it yet, this isn't it yet, and maybe their time will come where they feel like it is it, and then from there it's all up.
Yeah.
But like definitely give yourself a cutoff or something.
Yeah.
Like, or at least send your music out to us people, like, you know, like yeah, to let their feedback, like at least to, how do I say it? To at least hear what they have to say, because if you're only listening to yourself, you're not really getting that constructive feedback you need.
Even
you
sometimes know? Like you cannot, like, you don't have to release it, but what you can also do is honestly just like have it ready, you know, put it in the mix, and then like I feel like hearing it live, like with like the bass and everything, and like hearing like people's like kind of reaction, you could kind of gauge it too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because if you're not pushing shit out, you're not getting opinions, you're not getting feedback. I know a lot of people like to say music's subjective, but I like to believe there is a creative market value when you're getting into certain genres. So if you're not pushing shit out, you never truly know if your shit's like needs more work. If that makes sense. Like if you get other people's opinions and you know, if a lot more people are telling you, yeah, it needs more work, or if you got a lot more people telling you, oh, you're good, like it sounds good, like just push it, bro.
Yeah.
I think you know, it is something that I think a lot of people fall into, and I think it does hurt them in the long run. Like constantly feeling like you have to put something or add something, or it's not there. Like it's say whatever you think that needs to be done for the other track, like for the next track, like because I know a lot of times I've seen other producers, they work on a track for so long they end up damaging it, or they end up getting to a version where they don't like it no more, and they somehow can't get to the previous version where they did like it.
Yeah, for sure done that.
I've done that plenty of times where I felt like a project needed a lot more work. I got to that version, I didn't like it, and I was going through obstacles.
The direction is too far now.
Yeah, it's literally just I'm too deep. Yeah. I'm scrapping it.
Yeah,
I've literally scrapped. I mean, I don't know if you've been to this point yet to scrap projects and shit, but yeah, like I
consistent.
Like yeah, like Robert mentioned earlier, like I'm not really in the stage right now where I want to push it out. Like if it means like having to scrap some shit, and I felt like I was gonna release it, like I'll make that last minute decision, even if it means like you're gonna have to wait another month or two for music. Cause yeah, I'm just like at a point now where, yeah, like I just don't think like just sitting on music. I don't know, bro. Like I just think, like if you don't really got a concrete, realistic plan on like getting it out, you know, I just think it's gonna hurt you. If you plan on putting it out, but. You know, I think like for me personally, I try to get music out every month. Like personally, like if not, then like if you have to wait another month, trust me to make that decision. You know, like trust me, just wait a little longer. But yeah, you know, I like to think that that's my pace. Like, you know, I try to release once a month.
I think though, like, bro, like at the end of the day, it's like a scary feeling sometimes to drop music, you know, and like some people get caught under that pressure, and then the pressure of damn, it's not good enough yet. Like some people won't do it, but I think that's like the most perfect time to drop music. Like that's only gonna like build tough skin and shit, you know.
Oh yeah,
like,
you gotta have tough skin for this business too.
For sure, bro. You need all the negative comments to even see if you're built for it. Like honestly, like if you're never getting that negative feedback, and then you go out there, you think your shit's amazing, and then you finally get that negative feedback, it's gonna hurt. Like you're gonna be like, damn, like I spent all this time and you guys still don't like it. Like
yeah, because I remember like there's probably like one song I worked on and I was just stuck on it, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna move on, and I never actually finished that song. I might go back to it, but maybe not. But like if you're ever stuck on a song, you just gotta move on to the next project. You can't be stuck, because you'll probably be stuck on it for a while. You know what I mean?
You should be stuck on a song for a whole last year, dog.
Yeah, you just gotta keep it moving, bro. Like just keep moving forward, honestly.
Yeah, new projects, new ideas. Like, cause
Mm,
I think everyone. This is something that snapped into my head real quick.
mm.
I'm always gonna have new ideas. I'm not stopping on
Yeah.
ideas. Like my brain is not gonna run out of shit to think like to do.
Yeah.
You know. So like, I thought this was cool. I can make something just as good. Like let's keep going. Let's keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But some I don't know. Some people get in the mindset of like, damn, like I'm not gonna make anything as great as this again. Like
Yeah, you just can't overthink. That's really bad. Like you just gotta do it. Honestly.
produce off a feeling. At the end of the day, just produce off a feeling. And
Yeah.
if it sounds good,
But
you're
honestly, my best like time of thinking is probably like 3 a.m.
good. Oh, you're the late night
Bro.
producer.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
that.
when my juices are flowing.
I'm
I
a day
just-
producer now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a day. I used to be a night producer, like starting out, but I'm a day producer now. What about you?
I'm a if I have time producer, bro. Like if I have like, bro, I need a minimum of like 3 hours. If
Bro,
I'm
like some of my
bro,
songs when I made that were 2 or 3 in the morning, I still had work the next day. But I was just like so in this creative process, I was like, I can't stop.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
You gotta keep it going. Cause you don't know if you'll have that feeling again.
Bro, and I fucked myself over so many times doing that, going into work the next day, just like. So I had to like really like train myself. Like, look, if you really want to have a good session, give yourself time. Like, give yourself a good chunk of time to just like. Sometimes you just need time to sit there and just listen for like 30 minutes. Like, legit, I'll just be sitting in here just listening to my track. Like, what the fuck does this need? Like, what does this need? Like, what am I doing? I'll like decompress or whatever. Cause like, you know, when you're on the laptop, you're just like, I don't know, like sometimes antsy, you're like anxious, you're getting shit done. Like sometimes you just need to step back, decompress, listen, and then just go back in. So like
You gotta take breaks.
for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, I need that long time or else I won't even try. I
Yeah.
really won't because I'm gonna get mad if I have to step away from this. Like I'm gonna get heated if I have to step away.
Yeah.
So I just can't. But before we wrap up or anything like that, is there anything you wanted to promote? Anything you wanted to shout out?
I guess right now just me and Gatsby's song "Sippin'," like promote that song. Um, you know, this usually May is a slow month because of EDC and like Coachella. So I really haven't had a chance to play it, but now that's gonna be summer, like more chance are gonna arrive. I'm gonna be playing it more. So yeah, shout out to that song, me and Gatsby. Have a lot of collabs on the way. My new song, it's called So High. Um, hopefully you guys like it. It's super like I said, a very housey song, but I don't know, it's just a summer vibe, a good feeling. So stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah, real quick, that track that you did with Gatsby, it was from the
Paranoid.
Paranoid, right?
Yeah, that's where we got the inspo.
Where do those vocals come from?
That was my vocals.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was listening to that. I was like, I don't know where these vocals are coming from. So for your tracks, you use a lot of your vocals then, or you try to?
Like the one me and Nova did, I did vocals on that one too. And it's funny, like people like I put it out like on my story or whatever, and then but like whose voice is that? I was like, bro, that's me. And it's just like I don't know, like I never really like listened to my voice too, but like people are like, oh, like it sounds dope, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, if you add some like delay and some reverb, like it sounds super dope.
Yeah, you can make it sound super
yeah. So I even surprised myself. I'm like, bro, this is my voice. What the hell? yeah. It was kind of cool.
So did that idea just come like I just want to add my vocals?
Bro,
like,
it was so easy working with both Nova and Gatsby. Gatsby, honestly, that song we like did in like 2 days, like probably like 10 hours.
Oh shit.
That's so it was just super easy, like super flowing. Like he made the piano keys, like the whole synth. He kind of got off like he started off with like some keys, and I was like, bro, that sounds like Paranoid, like Ty Dolla $ign. So it kind of went along that kind of line, and then we kind of went off those lyrics, but changed it up a little bit, and I did the lyrics on it, and then we just threw in all the, like the hi hats, like everything, and it just kind of came together, and it's a good summer song, like girl shaking ass type shit.
For sure.
Yeah,
it's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe for sure.
So,
I really liked it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm wondering with the vocals because Same. I just found out Novocaine uses his vocals for
Yeah.
like a lot of his tracks
Oh yeah,
too.
he does
and-
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, all right, like that's dope as fuck. My biggest problem right now is finding vocals. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not using my vocal. I'm
No,
sorry. I don't.
what? You never tried?
No, I have.
Ah.
I have.
There's some delay and some reverb. You'll be good.
Yes.
Yeah. You're still not satisfied? Is it like a personal thing? Like, have you got feedback? Like, how does it sound? Or you
I've
just-
been sipping.
Or
I've
just-
been.
No, so like it's not that I don't like how my vocals sound on it.
Right.
It's I just haven't been able to like because of the music the music I've been making recently.
Yeah.
I want vocalists like
Oh, like
legit.
actual vocalist.
Yeah,
yeah.
like really badly, and like
Yeah.
it's just like super hard to come across.
Do you want like some like melodic type vocalist or like?
Yeah, no, for
Okay.
sure, very melodic. Like,
Okay.
I want like
Or just vocalists, just straight vocalists that like their focus is just that. Like,
Mm.
yeah, that I don't know. That
I mean, you
it's-
can find people. It's just like.
Honestly, I've been like saving like a lot of TikTok videos now because like I'm realizing like that's probably the best way to like source out like talent and whatnot. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
people posting dope TikToks and stuff.
Yeah.
There's always like the fill in your verse here shit, like where people will just start like rapping or singing over like instrumentals or like just a bunch of different shit that you'll find. And
Yeah.
I came across like a few people that I kind of want to get in touch with now because of that,
Right.
but it's just me waiting for the
So
right
that's
opportunity.
where you're stuck right now.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. That's where I'm. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still pushing a lot of shit out.
Yeah.
But there's music that I'm specifically keeping in
Ah,
the
for
tuck
that.
for that.
Yeah. That
for
makes
sure.
sense. That makes sense.
But
Yeah, hopefully you get that, bro. That'd be dope.
same. Same. Nah, but
Yeah.
thanks for coming through, bro. I
thank
really
you guys for
appreciate
having
you
me. This is
coming out.
fun. This is dope. This is dope.
No, I'm glad we got to talk about like your music and all
Yeah.
that because honestly, that's why we do this platform is we like to like highlight people that one DJ and are in EDM, but like that produce and like make music because that's just something like I don't know. We all here knows what it takes to like make a fucking track and produce,
Yeah.
sit down and like spend time on something. You know, like a lot of people don't have discipline to just sit down and make some shit. You know,
Right.
so like the fact that we get to bring in all these people that do that
Yeah.
and get to like get a little like insight on how you do it. It's really
Yeah.
fun. And
No, it's
all these
dope.
people like to.
I mean, that's
yeah.
how we gotta do it. Just kind of like feed off each other and pick at each other's brains and just like create new ideas. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. That's why I really like collabing with people because it's just like they have ideas, I have ideas, and it just creates something great
Bro,
versus just by yourself. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, hey, collabing this year has opened my eyes to some shit. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, no, collabs are unique, super
Yeah.
unique. Like I didn't understand it. Like I always seen like videos of like just a group of people in studios and they're just like going up, and I really didn't like get it because usually I'm just by myself on my laptop.
Right.
But then actually getting someone in here, and then now it's like
It's like a
I'm
breath
not
of
just
fresh
hyped by
air.
myself anymore.
It's
Like
a
we're
breath of
both.
fresh air. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
and I think though at first sometimes people are scared to do that, just because like they don't fully understand like even what they're doing as a producer yet.
Yeah.
So it takes them a while to get comfortable with producing with themselves and then
Right.
producing with other people. You know.
Yeah.
So like I definitely think that's the struggling part about collabing.
Mm.
But like once you get over that, it's
No,
It's
it's,
just good
super
feelings.
easy, bro. Like, just from my experience, at least. Yeah, it's super easy.
yeah. I don't. I'm trying to think like how would a bad experience in the studio with someone feel like
I haven't had that. Luckily, I feel like it's bound to happen. You know what I
Probably,
mean? It
huh?
has to happen. Like, you can't get along with everybody.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. I can't say that it's not, but
No, yeah, collabs are fun. Or bro, Andre came in here like so after I did the episode with Andre, we like sat down and
yeah.
but we made a techno track.
Oh yeah.
I don't make techno.
What?
Like yeah, and I was like, oh
That's
shit,
dope.
like oh this is and it was that I was kind of like surprised about like what we just
What?
off the fly, but I was
That's
like.
dope. That's dope.
I was like, all right, this is cool. I need more of this. I need more different shit.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah,
know? So yeah,
yeah.
it's fun as fuck.
Yeah, like I said, it's good. It's fun picking at each other's brains and seeing what everyone has to offer.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thanks for coming through, bro.
Yeah, thank you guys. Super fun.
Yeah, bro. Of course. Ready to get samples?
Yeah.
You
So.
prepared for that?
Yeah.
This is where shit gets
Yeah.
real now, bro.
I'm
Like
ready.
the game stopped at this game. You feel me? Like
Let's go.
Any last minute things, Robert?
Nah, just go stream at the end of the day. My first DMB track that I just dropped last week. And just stay tuned for new music I got coming. Got an EP dropping probably the end of this year, maybe beginning of last year, but hopefully the end of this year.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. EP coming out. Yeah, Time of My Life EP is coming out. 4 tracks, 2 dubstep, 2 drum and bass. June 22nd, streaming everywhere. I'm gonna be premiering one of my singles like this a week before, June 14 or 15, exclusively on SoundCloud. That's one thing happening in the summer. 2, June 10, Yost Theater, Low End Takeover for Jaws. It's gonna be exciting. Also, my cousin is calling me out on a banger war. So check this out, Animal. We're gonna spice this shit up real quick, homie. So look, if you don't outbanger me on June 10 at the Yost Theater, Skybox Low End Takeover, you're fucking fired! You're fucking out of here! So you better fucking come through June 10, homie. I'm coming for that fucking head, dog. You shop at Dollar Tree for bangers. I shop at SoundCloud, homie. 2 different worlds, dude.
Calling you out.
I love Dollar Tree.
Let's go. All right, nah. My boy said what he had to say. Come check him out June 10th. And bro, hey, my boy got one with this Time of My Life EP, bro. He got one. Trust me. Wait on it. My boy got one. But yeah, let's lose the tempo. We'll see you on the next episode. Let's go.